In the hunt for new customers, Britain's white van men are entering uncharted waters.
Get all four in, Roger. Get all four in.
In Worthing, East Sussex, builders Pete Stone and Steve Cranford have found a lucrative new way of making their toolkits work harder. By day, they graft on site. By night, they strip to the waist and groom themselves.
I look like a right spoon if I don't do this.
So they always look gorgeous for their buff builder's hunky handyman service.
Well, I always try and keep fit anyway. When you do a job like buff builders, where you're being looked at, you have to work with your shirt off. You always have to be as good as you can. When we made the rule between ourselves that it was shirts off but nothing else, that was a good grounding.
Yeah, because then I could obviously tell my girlfriend that it's just like me being at work. When the sun's out, I take my top off, so it's no different to just everyday job. Apart from when you're inside someone's house, you take your top off and start.
And they're taking
all
photographs
up.
of you.
Yeah.
On their mobile phones.
And your mate's oiling you up as well. That's a bit different.
The business is only a year old, but already trade is booming.
Clientele is probably... it's about 50-50 gay men and women, isn't it? Would you say, Pete? Or
Yeah,
perhaps
I'd say it was more, maybe 60, 75% gay men, I think.
Yeah, certainly the inquiries for jobs seem to be mainly from men. The good thing is we're a very, very gay-friendly company. Of course, I'm gay anyway, and all of us don't mind in the slightest. It's not a consideration for us, so that puts a lot of our gay clients' minds at ease. And we have a lot of fun, don't we, actually?
Yeah, some jobs can be, you can have a right laugh with the customers.
Hello, Lance.
Good morning.
Today, Pete and Steve are widening 44-year-old Lance's front garden. He's a repeat customer.
Who would not want to take photographs of them? I mean, who would not want them in their house, doing what they're doing? After a long week at work, it's like the highlight for me. Saturday at home with buff builders. I mean, what more could you ask for? It's perfect.
Whilst the builders are hard at work, Lance's friends get a free eyeful of the goods on display.
And I decided this morning just to drive past, and I did see this gorgeous chap back with a fabulous tattoo on it, and I nearly crashed into the wall.
Waterproof.
Oh, you saviour, thank you.
Yeah. Have you put cream on your bodies and stuff?
Steve's the worst person to put oil or moisturiser on.
Why?
He's so rough.
Oh, sorry.
And around £60 an hour, bearing almost all, is proving a nice little earner.
To all of you out there, buff builders, you got to do it. Simply have to.
Down in Brighton, builders Pete and Steve are working a slightly more glamorous celeb circuit. Times may be hard, but some ex-TV presenters have still got cash to splash on a few luxuries.
I was going to answer the door naked. But
Oh, well, do you want me to... I'll come back and to redo it.
Get it. How are you?
Yes, very good.
To my garden?
Oh, we are, yes, indeed.
The chance to be filmed with two semi-naked men is just too good for 80s TV star Annabelle Giles to pass up. She's asked them to tidy her back area.
All it is emptying out these pots and then filling up the rest and then putting the bunting up around the walls.
No problem.
Shall I get out of the way?
No.
Oh, OK. All right, then, so you carry. I'm picking up pots.
OK.
Things to throw away, and I've got my bunting in here as well. Anyway, it's all going to be fine.
The boys seem to bring out the best in her.
Well, I've not had naked men in my garden for, ever. Yes, because I can't lift that. It's too heavy for me. I'll just stay here for a bit. Do you mind getting wet, boys? I've got lots of towels and things that I can lend you or dry you for yourselves, if you like. Yes. I can't even look. I can't even look. It's a disgrace. God, you're going to have this done really quickly. I was planning on keeping you here for some time. We've got buff builders in, A, because they're buff, B, because they're builders, C, because they're buff builders, and D, because I just can't quite be bothered to do it myself. Don't let him fall. And they... I'm slightly scared. I won't call an ambulance, though. I'll tend to him myself.
After a skipload of mud, sweat and leers, Annabelle's garden and monologue are finally finished.
Yay!
That's not too bad, is it?
It's fantastic. I'm very pleased. I think it looks really, really brilliant, and I can't wait for the sun to come out so that I can sit and enjoy it further and maybe get some more naked men round to sit with me. That'd be good. Thank you so much. May I have a hug?
The boys can now look forward to servicing the rest of the South Coast celeb circuit.
Very kind of you. Really, I'm very impressed, and I shall tell all my D-list celebrity friends.
Fantastic.
All about you. Bye.
All we hope is, as we are marketing ourselves as handsome handymen, is that they do actually like what they see in some way, even if it's not quite their bag.
I dread the day that we turn up and we take our tops off and they go, oh, is that it?
Yeah. Oh, I want a refund.
Pete and Steve aren't just white van men who build. Pete and Steve are white van men who build in the buff. Out in Worthing, Pete Stone and Steve Cranford are getting the van packed for this evening's call-out.
Right, well, Pete and I, we finished our day job doing our building, and we've got, it's a flat pack furniture assignment. Well, there's flat pack furniture and flat pack furniture, isn't it? Some is really straightforward.
Yeah, hopefully there won't be any bits missing.
Hopefully no bits missing. Hopefully the instructions aren't too complicated.
Although a booking to construct flat pack is fairly standard, this is no ordinary customer. Meet
This must be
Auntie Robbie.
Hi, how are you?
Hello,
Lovely to
Auntie
meet-
Robbie. Hello, darling. All
Peter,
right.
nice to
How's
meet
you
you.
I'm Stephen.
How's you?
Thank you for
Auntie.
hiring Buff Builders.
Do come through.
Thank you very much.
Come through to my small bijou. Well, I've got this little bookcase I want throwing up. I've cleared the area for you. If you could sort that out for me, that'd be absolutely marvellous.
Yes, of course. So flat pack, is it?
Oh, yeah, well, you probably...
I saw it above.
watched that. Yes, yes.
Lovely. Where can we build it?
Well,
Because
if you want, you can go out into the garden if you wish.
oh, very nice.
You can go up there. I mean, there's a table, if you want to move that out of the way, it's fine. And obviously the umbrella, it's entirely up to you.
Okay, because we'll certainly open up the packet and see how
Oh,
big it's going to be.
Oh, of course, yeah, that's always the best thing to do,
We
isn't
don't want to
it?
make it up and find we can't get it through the door. I'm sure we'll be all right.
Well, my mummy always said, be careful of large packages.
Well, indeed, yes. Luckily, two big, strong boys. I'm sure we can get an endy.
Oh, yes, of course.
Let's see what we can sort out with your drawers.
Oh, mummy told me about men like you. Absolutely wonderful. Two men in the buff playing with dolls. Outrageous. I might have to undo my top button as well.
We want our power tools out. Pete's just gonna go to the van.
Oh, I might come as well then. Oh. Well, you have to help, don't you? I hope it's nothing heavy, Pete. Oh. I want neighbours to know.
Escort a lady home.
Well, yes, I want the neighbours to know.
Do you see any curtain twitching?
I don't know, I was looking at Pete.
The construction work itself couldn't be easier, but to Auntie, even £60 an hour is a small price to pay for this visual feast.
Oh, I say, can I see a white bit there?
Pardon. I don't tan all over, unfortunately.
Can you fix it? Yes, we can.
In no time at all, a bookcase fit for a queen.
Look at that.
Oh, it's marvellous. That's absolutely wonderful. Excellent. You haven't left any tools behind, have
No,
you?
I think we've got more here.
You sure?
Yeah.
Cheers.
I've always got an alarm clock if you want to stay. Take care, boys. See you soon.
Look, it's still light.
Well, if it's, what, 1 to 10? Oh, I'd give them 15. It's got to be, hasn't it?
It's 6 p.m. in Worthing, and Pete and Steve have arrived to build a brick wall in a client's back garden.
Have we got enough bricks?
Should be.
But the weather forecast is looking bleak.
Of the many things you can do in the rain, bricklaying isn't one of them, unfortunately, because it'll just look absolutely awful. You have to also keep the bricks dry, so that's why I've put the barrow upside down.
It's not just the buff builders who'll be disappointed. Customer Elspeth Bunker has thrown a party for the occasion.
Having ascertained that he was actually a builder and not a bodybuilder, which is what I thought he was, he said he'd come round and build the wall for us. But every time we've planned it, something's gone wrong. Either he's been busy or we've been away. And it's gone on for weeks and weeks. And today was the day. And the sun shone all day until he walked through the gate. And then it started pouring with rain. So that was it.
But it looks like the ladies' luck may just be in.
We've had a break in the weather, so we're gonna have a go. I don't think the rain will come back. Actually, it looks like it's brightening up loads, so we shall carry on. Just for a change, Peter's taken his top off.
So with the sun and a feast of flesh out, the ladies can finally get a load of tonight's entertainment.
Here we go.
It puts a whole new meaning on the builder's bottom.
Yeah, absolutely, yes.
And as the pim starts to flow, so does the flirting.
Well, go on your knees.
Yeah.
Go on your knees. Go on your knees.
Lower. Oh,
yeah.
Yes.
Now the grass is too high.
It makes the muscles ripple in the right places. If you know what I mean.
And it's not long before a few of the ladies find a fairly feeble excuse to get a closer look.
What's going on?
Basically, we just top it up the top of that wall. We're going to bring that up to level and then run another 3 or 4 courses through there. However many bricks we've got, I think we'll just take it up to. I'm just glad it's...
seriously while I'm looking at his muscles.
Well, it's nice to see a couple of men working. It's mainly for my own personal collection. I just want to sort of prove a point, you know, that 2 men working really hard at this time of night. I just take a couple just in case the one doesn't come out because I've got the sun in my face.
It's always good to get her back up.
Yeah, like at different angles, isn't it? You know, needs to go up a bit, I think, one end. I'm just making sure he's getting the level right.
With the wall knocked up and the pims knocked back, Elspeth's party has been a roaring success.
My friends who came over thought it was great because they just came around for a drink and they kept saying, I don't understand this about having the wall built. And then, of course, when they got here, they realised what I was talking about.
It's a bit of a complete change, this job, really, because I'm used to displaying my goods for men, really. So
Yeah.
it was
Something
nice
for your bus this
yeah,
time.
my bus. It was nice to see these young ladies come out and then
Appreciate your wares.
yeah.
On the East Sussex coast, a part-time specialist building firm is going from strength to strength. Buff builders Pete Stone and Steve Cranford have been really pulling out the stops to make their extracurricular efforts a commercial success. The heavily marketed hunks now face their toughest test so far, impressing in the flesh a whole gaggle of discerning experts at St George's Lodge Home for the Elderly.
They're here. Come. Oh, they're all looking forward to this.
Nice to meet you again. This is Peter.
Oh, yeah,
Nice to meet you.
all right.
Do you want to just remind us what you want us to do?
I'll show you, yeah. I was thinking this rose bed and also the grapevine.
Yes.
Oh, so you've got your tools.
I've got our tools, yeah.
Right.
So we should have everything we need.
Yep.
Okay.
And
All systems go?
all systems go. Well, we'll have to get changed, which only takes a few
Doesn't take
seconds.
too long.
Okay.
No. So it's quite a straightforward job, but a clearing one, really.
Okay, all right.
Not bad.
Not bad.
I've seen better. Had better.
Good for you.
I think in the past, the younger people have been very well behaved. It's in my previous job was being a butler, it was definitely the grandmas.
Oh, the older they get, the worse they are.
Yeah, with
The sly hand,
the roving
cuppage.
the roving hands and the cuppage, as they say. Yes. We do remind the viewer that buff builders are strictly look and don't touch service.
But if you're over 85, we
If you're
may
over
waiver that.
85, we can overlook the odd pinch.
We better watch your blood pressure, haven't we?
Oh, yeah.
The boys aren't afraid to get their hands and everything else dirty. But it appears the excitement's proved a bit too much for some.
We had quite an audience at the start,
Yeah, we seem to have been left on our own for a
We've
bit.
either frightened them off or...
They're actually, they're just getting ready for bed.
Well, I think we've done.
I think we've done the job then, really.
Yes. Well, as long as they're happy, that's the main thing, because that's what Buff Builders is all about. If they enjoyed themselves for an hour or so.
I've never had that reaction from a woman before. Or a man.
You've looked at you and then decided to go to bed without you.
Yeah.
Yes. Oh well. I suppose it's a compliment.
Yeah.
We'll,
Another triumph for the white van pin-ups,
bye.
who've made a lot of ladies, young and old, very happy. Handsome handyman Steve Cranford's summer of self-promotion finally seems to be paying dividends.
We're going up to be on This Morning, ITV's This Morning show. They've invited us on there, so it's going to be good fun. Not quite sure what they're going to get us to do. What are we doing?
Yeah.
I should have just said, I'm sorry, you've got the wrong number when I phoned.
Pete's on-camera persona may need a little work, but he'll have no shortage of help with the building, as Steve's hired in a couple of extras.
Yeah, I'm slightly papping it now.
Really? I just want to know what we're doing. I just want to...
Yeah, I think, well, yeah, as soon as we know where we're going and what we're doing, it might calm down a little bit. We've already got a plan. If I suddenly just freeze, Steve's just gonna nudge me.
The show is just beginning, and with 45 minutes before their first interview, the boys are led away to their starting positions.
We're going to be on the roof when they come and do our interview. Now, they've got a load of tools for us. They've even got things like a cement mixer that they've hired. And the idea is that they want us to build something for Mylene's little girl. So the only thing I'm a bit alarmed about, guys, is there's no timber.
Yeah, he's just gone to get the wood.
Oh, he has?
Oh, they say make it out of this.
Or those drums.
Yeah.
I'm actually really looking forward to it. Because we've got something to do, I feel a lot happier than just doing... Oh, yeah, that's the ad break, so they'll be legging it upstairs now, actually.
Before they know it, it's showtime.
Here we go, coming back. 3.
These are the Buff Builders. We've got Steve and Peter, Chris and Chris. So are the girls your main clientele, or any surprises?
Actually, most of our clients are men. It's probably about 2/3 gay men.
It's the same as I go to my day job. When the sun's out, my top comes off, so the only difference is if it's indoors, my top comes off and then Stephen oils me up and away we go.
Stephen oils you up. No, look,
Well,
just...
we have to look our best.
You do have to look your best.
Because the only thing is we have to apply the old factor 30.
Okay.
Yeah, cool.
All right, everyone, we're clear.
I was really pleased with that, actually. As I expected, it would go ever so quickly. It was all over in a flash. But we don't think we disgraced ourselves, Peter.
Did I do all right? Yeah. I feel like I did OK, so... Sorry?
The oil comment.
Yeah, they like that. When someone asks me a question, like, sometimes my mind goes completely blank and wonders, and then I try and think of what he's just asked me, and almost the same thing happened, and I've just thought, just keep it short and sweet, and I think it went OK.
I was really proud of Pete. He was very, very nervous, in principle, for doing this. And when they started to come up here, he whispered to me that he was really, really, really nervous. But I'm delighted that he came across very well.
Well, if you've had your eyes opened to The White Van Man, catch up with the series at 5.tv. Next tonight, though, is Patrick Seeing Stars. Brand new, The Mentalist is coming soon.